What would make you instantly lose trust in someone? When they say they can't afford to pay you the money they owe you, but they are constantly spending money on other unnecessary things. Fancy new gadgets/toys, expensive food, betting money on football games, etc. There's a big difference between not having the money and just not wanting to pay somebody. If they bragged about betraying or deceiving someone who is also close to them. When someone constantly makes up BS to keep me invested in them. Like how the Reddit app says something is trending when it only has 93 upvotes in 3 hours. Someone who is cool with you one-on-one, but when it comes to a social outing, they go out of their way to one-up you and show off every chance they get. Especially in front of the opposite sex or new people. If they start telling me someone else's secrets, you just know they'd go around blabbing anything you tell them in confidence. If somebody makes it a point to stress how every relationship of theirs ended because it was all the other person's fault. Someone who's comfortable always putting the blame on other people generally shouldn't be trusted. Finding out they secretly dislike me when they've always been nice to my face. If I caught them lying too much or going out of their way to lie when they don't really have to. If I'm dangling from the edge of a cliff and they come up to help me, but instead of helping me they stab their claws into my paws and say, "Long live the king," and let me fall into a herd of wildebeests. When they use an insecurity I told them about to hurt me. Instantly lose trust. If I caught them stealing some shit, cheating on someone. I haven't ever been cheated on, or cheated on anyone, but I saw the effects of it firsthand as a kid, and when you have to keep being the shoulder for your mum to cry on and reminding her that forget them, they just don't understand, it sticks with you. A guy I knew thought it was funny that he cheats on his girl, because his life is so shit and he has absolutely zero game with women, so naturally he has to try flaunt his ego by doing shit that he thinks will make him seem cool to other guys. The really messed up part is, he was living in Canada, he's from the Caribbean, with his girlfriend of 2 years, living in her place, and not working for at least 18 months, paying nothing towards the rent, sitting at home smoking weed and playing PlayStation all day, and then cheating with his side pieces. He was in Canada illegally, overstayed for 11 years, and eventually got caught. Got suspended from the country for a year, so he says. This was in March 2017, and of course he proposed to her. While he was out in the islands, he was fricking tourists and stuff, and caught the Zika virus, which he then gave to his girl when she visited and told her she got it from a mosquito. Needless to say, that's not someone I can call a friend anymore, or someone I could say I trust. Second edit, some great replies to this post. I wasn't expecting so many responses, and it's a shame that so many of you have experienced being cheated on, but don't ever let that shit get you down. Also, thanks so much for the gold. Here's a feel-good song to cheer you all up. If they are mean to their pets, they have nothing but praise for themselves. That screams narcissistic and only in it for themselves. Screen cheating in 1v1 quickscope battles on Rust. If she has a threesome with her best friend and his girlfriend but says it's not cheating because she was only fingered and not fricked. That's very specific. Wife just told me she cheated on me 4.5 years ago and said it is no big deal because we weren't married yet. When someone finds a dead body in a forest, films it and posts it on YouTube with a clickbait thumbnail, then because of the backlash, he makes a shitty apology video where he looks really sad, but you also know he's also a pretty good actor, so you don't know if he's faking it or not. I found out 2 days ago that my dad has been cheating on my mom for over a year and I can't even look at him right now. Edit, so this is my first big comment I've ever done. I expected it to get lost in time. Thank you all for the support and similar stories. It's nice to know I'm not alone. If they're mean to their waitress. If they ask to hang out on some BS pretense and then try to sell me their MLM shit. When they say doubling money but they want to do it in 2 trades. They don't put the shopping cart in the cart return. Shit, I did that today. I always put the cart back, always, but today we have a massive storm on the East Coast, with windswept blizzards all around, and the parking lot at Costco had drifts of snow, so I just pushed it up against the curb. My guilt for doing this has been following me like a shadow ever since, few hours now. If I see them hurt animals. If someone tries to high-five me but ducks their hand. Instant resentment towards them. A high-five is a symbol of trust and bond. Can't play around with that main. Putting ketchup all over the fries instead of a puddle off to the side. I let them borrow something and they don't give it back. I don't trust anyone who openly speaks ill of their significant other. That's the partner you've chosen. Either act like a partner or move on. Telling a close friend or two about problems or just complaining in your inner circle is way different than the guy who openly has nasty things to say about his wife. Lying in general, but specifically in ways that hurt other people. Whether that be spreading rumors, talking shit, or making false accusations, I will not be around those people. Why be around people you can't trust? Trash talking someone behind their back and then smiling to their face. When they pour milk into the bowl before the cereal. Scumbags. If they like Hey Soul Sister more than drops of Jupiter. When you wake up one day and it burns when you piss.